Meet Carl. He's a whirlwind of activity, known as Superman among his friends for effortlessly juggling numerous tasks. Yet beneath his facade of productivity lies a struggle. His love for variety leads to an overwhelming sense of busyness, drowning him in to-do lists and projects. Then a friend, almost off the cuff, offers a simple yet profound insight.
There's always too much to do, Carl.
It resonates with Carl, becoming his guiding mantra. He embraces monotasking, learning to focus on one thing at a time. Then he applies monotasking to his money. In his financial journey, Carl discovers clarity by adopting a single tool aligned with his core philosophies. Rather than spreading himself too thin, he focuses and finds peace amidst the chaos. Through challenges and triumphs, his focus point becomes his North Star, guiding him through life's uncertainties. To those feeling overwhelmed, Carl's journey offers a beacon of hope. Find your focus point, monotask on it for a long time, and let it illuminate your path. It's not about doing everything, but about doing what truly matters.
In a world where chaos seems to reign supreme, where uncertainty lurks around every corner, and financial markets are now more unpredictable than ever, there's one place you can turn to find clarity and control. Welcome to the Wealth Wisdom Financial Podcast.
Hey, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Amanda.
Join us as we dive deep in the world of personal and business finance
to assist you in navigating through the chaos and building the financial future you deserve.
We believe when conventional financial thinking doesn't get you where you want to go,
you need wealth wisdom.
So if you're ready to take control of your financial destiny,
tune in to the Wealth Wisdom Financial Podcast.
Because in a chaotic world, your money shouldn't be.
Subscribe now and never miss an episode.
We're doing a series from this amazing book, 5 Smooth Stones. The series is basically 12 of the principles that we have come up with and that are timeless, actually, in building your financial foundation. In today's episode, I think we're in number 5.
Yeah, that's what FOCUS, it's actually an acronym, follow one course until success, that you can see the letters there. Yes, we're in Foundation 5. If you missed the first 4, you might want to watch them. They're really great. And particularly number 4 and number 5 go really well together, like twins. One thing to think about is this idea of focus, monotasking, like you heard in Carl's story. It's nothing new. We didn't make this up. But it is something that as you get deeper into, you find there's new layers too, like Shrek, like onions. There's, you kind of can get the surface layer, but if you go deeper, there's often more wisdom, more truth behind it.
Behind Shrek?
Right, like he talks about how he's an onion.
Oh, gotcha.
Right,
okay.
And Donkey's like smelly and gross, or whatever. He's like, no, I've got layers.
Okay.
You got to go back and watch
Right.
Shrek. So here's the thing about Carl's story. That's me. And the friend is Brandon. That's why I had Brandon read that part of the story. By now, if you've been watching our episodes, you're getting to know me, and I'm going to make that confession. I love doing a lot of different things. If I had to do the same thing all the time, I'd get really bored. I do have habits, right? We talked about in the last episode, what you habitually do, you become, building habits, routines, morning routine, those kind of things. They're important to me. But if I had to do that all day long, every day, I'd get really bored and I would hate my life. But I totally also fall into the trap of trying to do too many things. While I love variety, I don't love a lot, right, of things. A huge to-do list, lots of projects I want to get done, but I often tend to get into that. Can I get an amen? I know lots of other people do that too. I remember one friend a while back, many years ago, called me Superwoman, like for real, because she saw me going from one task to another task and seamlessly like doing all these things at once. She's like, Amanda's Superwoman today. One of the best compliments I've ever received. Thank you, Janice, if you're ever seeing this. Multitasking is sometimes necessary, especially as a mom, caregiver, right? But it's also a kryptonite. Not to mix some metaphors here, but kryptonite, yeah. liking to do a lot of different things means I constantly struggle with overwhelm and having too much to do on my to-do list and feeling like I can never get to all of it. In addition to like my regular tasks, there's always projects, but it just gets out of control. When it comes to setting my sights, I have too many ideas of where I want to go. I try to track too many things, inspect a lot of data points to gauge if I'm making progress, and so on and so forth. And that's when Brandon steps in and reminds me of something very important.
That there's always too much to do.
There's always
Always.
too much to do.
And the other thing I've mentioned is we created this mess when we're doing the data points and all of this, even this YouTube channel and our videos in the book. It's all amazing stuff. I mean, I know we did build it. However, it's our mess that we created. It's our to-do list that we are in charge of. And as business owners, you know this, and if you are a business owner, put a thumbs up if you agree here, or a comment, or both, actually. But as you go into this, you know, as an entrepreneur, you're like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that. And as an entrepreneur, we get into all the things and we don't know how to focus, right? And that's why the EOS method is building popularity, I think, because it's teaching us how to focus on the data points that are important.
Or your quarterly rock, right?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Yeah, for sure. And the part of it too is even if I did get through all my to-do list, there's other things that aren't even on my to-do list. I would quickly replace those things if I got them off my to-do list. And much better to pick what is the thing on my to-do list that I want to focus on now. And if I got done, would make all the other things easier or unnecessary. Thank you, Gary Keller, author of The One Thing, for that special insight. And that's a great focusing question that he puts in that book. What is the one thing that by doing it would make everything else easier or unnecessary? That's a great question to come back to. So I've grown a lot in the area of multitasking. I try not to check my phone when I'm working or check email. Almost all my notifications are actually turned off on my phone so they don't distract me. I'm getting better and better, making progress, building those habits, that we talked about last time. But the world still celebrates multitasking, and you're right, they still celebrate. I sent you an email, I got a reply in 10 minutes, yay! And I'm like, no, if you need something in 10 minutes, give me a call, right? Say, or talk to my assistant, Ben, he's awesome.
But even telling him, you don't need to respond in 10 minutes.
Yeah, they'll call if they need a response quickly. And part of what's made it easier to transition to those kind of things is that I've seen the fruit of multitasking, of actually getting something done because I'm focused on only one thing, rather than I'm trying to do 10 things and none of them ever get done.
Yep.
And one of the areas financially that we've seen the power of multitasking is with money. And actually, it's probably seen the fruit there that's helped me monotask in other areas of my life as well. So let's go back to 2013. If you have 5 Smooth Stones, you read our journey. I'm starting right on page 1. But part of that journey was adopting a philosophy around money and a particular financial tool that helped us reach our sights and is helping us reach our sights still to this day. And we've actually focused on this tool for over a decade now. And it's been super helpful, super great to keep us going, keep us motivated, keep us building habits that help us keep enjoying the adventure of life. It's been there. And in fact, this tool now that, I actually not now, but as I was writing in the book, it's actually a Swiss Army knife. It does a lot of multitasking, so I don't have to. And I can just monotask on this one thing because it has so many different things that it can do. And having this methodology, though, it's helped us accomplish way more in the past 10 plus years than we probably thought possible 10 years ago. Would you agree?
Yeah, it also helped us to build that, again, the rock thing, focusing in on that rock helped build some stability, because as an entrepreneur and business owner, we do take risks. We do, invest a lot of time and effort into these kind of things here, like the YouTube. And to be able to have that foundational financial asset in place allows us to risk in other areas.
Yeah. Going back to the habits from last time and making small micro adjustments, We warned you, like, one of the biggest things you can try to, biggest failures or ways to fail at changing your habits is trying to do too many things at once. Only, change one small thing at a time, build up from there. You're much more likely to succeed. The same if you're finding a financial focal point, you might not find it tomorrow. It might take some time to find it and to find a focal point worth pursuing. And we would love to help you do that. Maybe it's the same one we have, maybe it's something different. We love exploring with people and learning more and confirming what is a great focus for this point in their financial journey. So we got a special invitation for you to help to show you what it would look like to have us come alongside you and find that focal point.
Ready to take the next step towards securing your financial future? Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for your dream home, or you just want to make your money work harder for you, the team at Wealth Wisdom Financial are ready to assist you. And now, it's easier than ever to see how we might give you a boost on your financial journey.
Schedule a 15-minute discovery call with one of us today.
And let's discuss your questions and your financial goals together.
Don't wait any longer. Your financial freedom awaits. Schedule your discovery call at www.wealthwisdomfp.com/call.
Okay, if you would do me a favor, when you go schedule that discovery call, go ahead and go there now. Put focal point in the notes, and so I'll know that's what you want to talk about when we hop on the phone. Go ahead, wealthwisdomfp.com/call, schedule that with one of us, put focal point or focus, something like that in the notes, and we'll know you listened to this episode and that's what you wanted to explore.
Yeah, and as you're exploring it, again, we love the bank it yourself concept that has helped us to be able to focus in other areas and to build that stable foundation so we can, as we grow, and doing the EOS thing is growing as a business, as multiple team members, how are we able to do more? People will come back to us now and they're like, oh, you're not busy. And you're like, well, no, it's because we've built a good foundation to be able to do the things. And then they're gonna tap on Amanda's shoulder and say, you should be a T-ball coach now, head T-ball coach, because you're not busy.
We're recording this episode well before the first game, but when this episode comes out, we'll have played many games, and I will still accept good thoughts and prayers for me as I go on this endeavor. Which actually, great segue again. A lot of the pushback we get when we talk about focus and finding a financial product that's worth focusing on for a long period of time, maybe even 10 years, is, well, what about diversification? And that's what we're going to talk about next week in foundation number 6. I'm going to just say, I bet diversification doesn't mean what you think it means. Give you a little Princess Bride there. It's like, what's the word there? Inconceivable. Yeah. Diversification. I don't think it means what you think it means. We're going to talk about that next time. Be sure to subscribe and you don't miss that episode. And live long and profit.
The topics presented in this podcast are for general information only and not for the purpose of providing legal, accounting, or movie or investment advice. In such matters, please consult your professional who knows your specific situation and your types of movies that you love.